as I said, I want to have a conversation about my experience after diagnosis, after being diagnosed with a chronic illness. I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, uh, February 2025, about a little over a year ago. And so for me, my diagnosis, my journey with my chronic illness, it's going to be, I'm going to say, quite a bit different than some other people would. For me, my chronic illness did not come about because of the way that I ate or because I my lifestyle, just lack of movement, not exercising, or because of genetics. I just didn't get my chronic illness that way. How some other people come across their chronic illness and the things that they have to go through. And I'm so sorry that I have such poor camera quality. I'm working on that. Definitely why I wanted to go ahead and start a YouTube channel, because that's another thing. I am trying to actually find ways of making income now as being new to this whole thing of having a chronic illness. So for me, my chronic illness story is going to be a little different than other people's, and I think we all have our own unique way of telling our story, how we began with our chronic illness or how our diagnosis have. So mine is going to be a lot about my life after my diagnosis, and of course I'm going to give you a little prelude before my diagnosis, because if you don't have any background or any backstory, then how are you going to know actually how I got here if it wasn't because of the way that I was eating or because of not exercising or moving, or if it just wasn't a genetic trait. So I'm going to give you a little prelude, and I'm going to talk about how I got to having a diagnosis of Graves' disease, how I got to having a diagnosis of autoimmune disease, a chronic illness.